and what opportunities his death brings for all humans. And we are doing a campaign work inviting all of our neighbors to attend this special occasion. Would you like to attend?
Wow. Well, thank you for inviting me. I appreciate that you thought about that, but it does sound interesting. But I have to be honest, I'm a little bit nervous about going because I don't really know anybody that goes to your Kingdom Hall.
Well, Tracy, keep in mind that Jehovah's Witnesses are ordinary people with different backgrounds and some from other cultures. But at the Kingdom Hall, we try to make others feel welcome. And if we take a look at this brochure entitled Who Are Doing Jehovah's Will Today, we can find some more information on who Jehovah's Witnesses really are.
Okay.
There's one for you. And let's turn to lesson 1 here, which I believe is on page 3. And there we find it says, what sort of people are Jehovah's Witnesses? How many of Jehovah's Witnesses do you know? Some of us may be your neighbors, work colleagues, or classmates, or we may have engaged you in Bible discussions. Who really are we, and why do we publicly share our beliefs? So would you mind reading those first 2 paragraphs under the subheading, We Are Ordinary People?
Okay. It says, we come from various backgrounds and social conditions. Some of us formerly practiced a different religion, while others did not believe in God. Before becoming witnesses, however, all of us took the time to examine carefully the teachings of the Bible. We agreed with what we learned, and then we made a personal choice to worship Jehovah God. Then it says we benefit from studying the Bible. Like everyone else, we have to deal with problems and our own weaknesses, but by trying to apply Bible principles in our everyday lives, we have experienced a marked improvement in our quality of life. That is one reason why we share with others the good things that we have learned from the Bible. I didn't know that.
Thank you. So the question below is, what do Jehovah's Witnesses have in common with other people?
Well, I guess realistically, it helped me to appreciate that they're just normal people with problems and weaknesses, just like everybody else has.
Yeah, and this just shows that we're human and that we all have our imperfections. How about I read the 3rd paragraph? It says, we live by godly values. These values, as taught in the Bible, promote well-being and respect for others, along with such qualities as honesty and kindness. They contribute to the development of healthy and productive members of society, and they encourage family unity and morality. Convinced that God is not partial, we belong to a spiritual brotherhood that is truly international, free of racial and political barriers. Although we are ordinary, we make up unique people. So the question there is, what values have the witnesses learned from studying the Bible?
It says that they've learned godly values.
Yes, and how do we benefit from such godly qualities or values?
Well, it says that we learn to respect other people and also to be honest and kind.
And don't you think that the world would be a much more peaceful and happier place if everyone showed these qualities that you just mentioned?
Yeah, I think it would be, but I don't think that's very realistic.
I see that you have your Bible there. Let's turn to the book of Colossians, chapter 3, and we'll take a look at verses 14 and 15. Would you mind reading that when you get there?
It says, but besides all these things, clothe yourselves with love, for it is a perfect bond of union. Also, let the peace of the Christ rule in your hearts, for you were called to that peace in one body.
Thanks. So we see from the scripture that Jehovah's Witnesses worldwide are like a united, peaceful family. So Tracy, after reading lesson 1 of this brochure, has what we've learned so far put your mind at ease?
Yeah, definitely. It's kind of interesting.
Good And now, how do you feel about joining us for this upcoming occasion?
Well, you know, I guess it really doesn't seem as bad as I thought it might be, intimidating. So I'll take a look at my schedule and see if I can make it.
Good to hear. Here's your invitation.
Okay.
And now let's see where we left off in our study.
Okay.